I'll be fairly quick. I want to touch on like three things. First is, why is customer experience important? Two, why we need to transform customer experience. And three, how can we leverage digital transformation to do this, okay? I'm sure a lot of us realize this, especially the consulting companies definitely realize this because they're advising some of the largest and most innovative companies. It doesn't matter what is the size, shape, location, business, product, service of your company. The only way to survive in this current economy is by having a wow customer experience. And what is this wow customer experience? Wow customer experience, is something when you have engaged customers, fully engaged customers. And why do you need to have fully engaged customers? Because I'm not going to read everything that is, that's on the screen, but it's absolutely important for your bottom line. It's going to multiply your revenues, multiply your margins, ensure your survival, and give you more customers and especially more sticky customers. If you want your customers to come back to you, you better have great customer experience. Now, especially in today's world, believe me, I'm looking at all of you and definitely all the panelists. We are not the customers of the future. Okay, let's get real about that. These guys are the customers of the future, and guess what? The customers of the future are doing. They are digitally savvy customers. In fact, whenever they're even buying a product, even a clothes or even a burger, they're really not looking at that. They're not even touching it. They're buying it online. They're buying it on mobile. As you can see, they're on every single gadget that there exists. So how do we as businesses, as companies that need to survive and thrive in this economy, how do we tap into this future customer, the digitally savvy customer? The only way to do that is to transform ourselves as businesses through digital transformation. And this is the only way you can keep them engaged, you can keep them sticky, okay? Now, some people ask me, hey, is this only true for consumers, B2C businesses like the Ubers, the Amazons, or does it also apply to some of us who are B2B businesses? The answer is that it's important for both. It's important for B2B customers, B2B companies, as well as for B2C companies. And the reason is, the customer experience is really the same at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who you are. And what is this customer experience and what are they looking for? And what does it have to be? It has to be mobile. It has to be social. It has to be multi-channel. It has to leverage analytics. It has to be data-driven. It has to be very personalized. I'm sure even some of your CEOs, you'll receive customers from your partners. They're very personalized, not like how it was even 5 years ago, right? And it has to be proactive. And one thing that's not on here, it has to be real time. We live in the world of instant gratification. So all technology, all solutions, all services will have to be, delivered in real time. And how do you do that? The way to do that is through digital transformation. And I've split this into two parts. The first part is the basics, which I think most of the companies are already doing this. What is this? It's also known as SMAC, social, mobile, analytics, and cloud. Having said that, I believe cloud comes first. And most companies have already gone to the cloud, not just in infrastructure, but also in SaaS. A lot of the CRMs and all of the software is definitely moved, on the cloud and is being delivered as software as a service. And that's fundamental. And after that, it obviously has to be mobile. And why? Because it has to be available anytime, anywhere, any device. Because you saw how the future customer is. You don't know what device they're going to go use in the future. And you have to be on that device. And thirdly, big data analytics. Unless you are able to mine all the data, you will not be able to provide or get a complete 360-degree view of the customer. You will not be able to predict their buying pattern, what they're going to buy, when they're going to buy, how they're going to buy, which device they're going to buy, you will not be able to figure that out. And that's why it's very important. And last but not least, you need to be engaging with them on multiple social platforms. It could be Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn if it's B2B. You have to be engaging those customers in a very personalized and interactive way. That's the basics. Now, what's the emerging stuff? Some of my colleagues on the stage already talked about some of the things. And in a blockchain is even though it's very, very emerging, it already has a lot of applications on how we can enhance customer experience. Because something, we may not realize, customer experience or any relationship for that matter is built on trust. It's built on transparency. And these are things that are delivered by modern technologies. The other thing is Internet of Things. How can we connect everything, all devices, both at home, in the car, at office, and what we're using, how can we connect all of that and come up with a view that can enhance the whole customer experience for each of us? Then there are the bots. A lot of people haven't talked about the bots today, but RPA, or robotic process automation, is going to significantly enhance the customer experience, but also in such a way that is going to make it more efficient for a lot of people like us who actually deliver a lot of these services. It's going to make us much more efficient, accurate, predictive, and accurate, right? Last but not least, machine learning and artificial intelligence. This is still evolving, and we still haven't leveraged a lot of this to help our companies in providing the solutions for customers. But I believe that this is something of the future. We have to come up with cognitive, solutions that can help enhance customer experience and leverage the solutions. So thank you very much, Bulgaria.
Thank you, Safir. Thank you very much for your presentation. Okay, I would say